about that. Technical difficulties. So what I like about Summerland, we'll pick up where we left off, is there are no rules in this life that you have to follow in order to go to Summerland. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no tenets that you have to really follow to go to Summerland. Why? Because in other beliefs, that kind of place, you have to kind of earn your keep there. Mm-hmm. I don't feel that way with Summerland. I feel like Summerland is just where you're going to go, whether you've done good or bad things. And maybe if you've done bad things, maybe your Summerland will be really boring and suck for you. I don't know.
The idea behind it being called Summerland is that it would be, the land of eternal summer.
Yeah.
So it is supposed to be some sort of reward.
Mm-hmm. But do we really? I mean, we have the Wiccan read, I guess, but But what I'm saying is, there's no person saying, if you don't do this, 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 and this, you won't go to Summerland.
Right.
In our religion, in our belief. So that's what I like about it. I mean, use common sense and be a good person. It doesn't give you the excuse to, murder 20 people and then say, but I still get to go to Summerland. I mean, just still be good.
It's sort of like the idea of, terms are going to escape me. But in a lot of other religions, you had everyone goes to this place.
Yeah.
And then they might split it off. That there was a place for the good people and then a place for the punished people.
Yes, yeah.
But everyone ultimately went through this little hub.
Yeah. I like it because it's, I don't know, it just seems more open, and accepting. So the reason why we're talking about Summerland, just also because I just caught a glimpse of how I look. I'm really tired. We had a fur baby pass away yesterday, our cat Bonsai, so it's been... No, it was just yesterday, honey. Okay,
It wasn't yesterday.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, that's my 10-year-old.
Concept of time also works in this world. Sometimes it's a little
That happened on the first day of school.
little wonky.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday was the first day of school.
Oh, yeah.
That's why it seems so long.
Yes, because he's back in school. Yes. Anyway, so it got me thinking about, life and death and the circle of life and, even for animals, the same with people. And so I was like, let's do a topic on Summerland. So what I want to ask is, what is your vision of let's say we do a meditation and we go to Summerland. How do you envision Summerland?
Okay, this is a bit of a trick question because I will go back to the way back tiny me days. I believe that
Tiny me days.
That it's kind of like if you're doing a meditation, your special place is going to be what your Summerland is. And I know that seems kind of cliche because there is all that sort of like you create your own heaven, you create your own hell stuff that goes along.
But it's kind of true.
But it's true.
Yeah, I mean
like
we create our own realities, so why wouldn't we create our own quote unquote heaven and hell or afterlife? Because everything we do in this life, we kind of created for ourselves. That's called taking responsibility.
And there's the mysteries that we don't know that go beyond the human brain. Like we know that the electrical impulses cease in our current brain, but energy doesn't. It's never destroyed. It goes somewhere else.
It has to.
So wherever it goes, that's where my personal belief is that that's what's created. So it's sort of whatever. It's up to the individual.
I like that.
I kind of always see it for myself as like, and it changes, I think. Mm-hmm. I think it changes.
As we get older, as we have more experiences, find more things that make us happy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what do you... So
I see like meadowy fields and like cute little cottagey houses.
Oh my God, we have the same green grass and like bunny rabbits hopping and like people playing. It's a shire. It's a shire, and there's like people playing, flutes and dancing, and we're drinking mead and we're naked.
And there's some people over there spinning wool, and then there's sheep that need to be sheared.
It's kind of similar to mine. It's very similar to mine. But I saw, I don't know if anyone watches Westworld, but the finale of, was it season 2 we watched? Westworld. They only have 2 seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was the season 2 finale, and there was a part where I can't even explain because Westworld is so complicated. But basically the robots go to their robot heaven, and it's this portal, and they all walk through it, and their robot bodies drop and die at a cliff, but their image goes in through the portal. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, because it was seriously heaven, but they could do whatever they want, and they could create their own new world. And I thought that was really cool. I don't really view Summerland as creating our own new world, but I like the concept of our spirit going on, and it kind of showed that our bodies are just physical form. They're just a physical shell. And in this religion and others, that's a beautiful belief, and kind of helps us through grieving with death. You know, as a witch, we're not afraid of death. So why wouldn't Summerland be just the next awesome step?
It's the next thing.
It's the next step,
or at least the next step to go to the next step.
Yeah. Again, it's the tween space, it's the rest area, but it's still a step you take.
Yeah.
Because it's this circle, it's the cycle, and it's the Fool card.
Yep.
It's the Fool card in a tarot deck. It's the beginning and the end of a journey. That was very deep. Not really. So, do you have anything? We have our priest over here, Silenus. Do you have anything to add about Summerland? Or
No, you guys kind of covered what my feelings towards it.
Yeah.
The limbo, the in between cycles.
Yeah.
And I too kind of look at it as a big open field, or wherever your happy place is.
But I think there's also a little bit of gluttony in it. For me, I want to eat all the foods and not gain weight, and I want to drink all the.
Summerland, so you can enjoy it all, and you're never going to gain an ounce.
It's like and that is our version.
We have
of
wine waterfalls in Summerland.
wine waterfalls and like feasts of like the best food ever, and yeah, like just nonstop. And we're there with our children. And, you know, even all our past life children, all the lives that maybe still be there. And here's another thing. How long do you stay in Summerland? So there's no definite answer,
Yeah.
but what is the...
I've always kind of felt that it was until you're ready to move on.
And what if someone's not ready, then they just stay in Summerland all the time? I kind of think they do, because wouldn't that get kind of boring after a while? Right? Don't you think so?
I think it's sort of the push to get you to want to move on. Is that they're like, here's this respite. We're going to give you this time of rest. But eventually you're going to get bored.
It's like a spa, and its main goal is to get you back out in the world and heal you and whatever. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a day spa where you're just like, you're there, and it's so relaxing, and it's nice, and it's whatever, and the staff is really great, but they don't want to keep you there too long, because
that's why everyone's naked, because there's no laundry. No laundry to fold. No folding.
Summerland, no laundry, clink and drink.
No dishes. But you can eat all you want. You just like get in there
and no bathrooms to clean.
And no children to clean up after.
No, I said our children will be there, but they'll be
be
all their other lives, and they'll just know. In Summerland, children just know.
We're moms, you can tell.
I know.
You don't have to clean the bathroom.
Woo! Summerland! No pee-pee stands on the toilet! I have boys.
I have three.
No more sitting
two.
down with the seat up.
What?
No more sitting down with the seat up.
Oh my god, yeah, the seat's never
I have
up.
one rule.
That's your rule?
My one rule is I don't care during the day. At night, that goes down.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Daytime, I don't care.
I love how we went from Summerland to talking about pee-pee
Bathroom.
toilets.
Just every day in Witches and Wine.
But that is, yes, it is. We do. It's the clinking and the drinking, which we're doing a lot now. This wine is really good. Danielle, or Isleen, or Potato, whoever you want to call her right now, she found this wine, and good job.
I wanted it for the bottle.
Yeah, the
because
bottle's
it has
awesome.
the skull on it,
Yeah.
and that's what I wanted it for. And the wine inside was just the bonus.
It's really good.
And then because it had the skull on it, it seemed appropriate,
Kinda appropriate,
for this topic.
Yep,
So
I
it was
like
in
it.
at my house, and I was like, oh, I'll bring it, and I'm very pleased with
We're
it.
very, very pleased with it. Well, I think we're going to wrap that up. I am so glad we got to talk about this. This actually kind of makes me feel better about my grieving process for my kitty cat.
He's
And
got mice. Does he like mice? Does he like mice? Does
Yes.
he like birds?
Yes.
What
Yes.
was his favorite thing? Because he's
Yes.
catching those.
yes.
You can't just all.
I'm saying yes.
Yes.
Birds, mice,
I have
garbage.
I have a cat that likes flies and birds.
Flies and birds.
Mouse and Monet will both sit there and chirp at flies. And they both sit in the
Oh my
window.
God.
That's funny because they're siblings, but they come from different litters. So it's really funny that they have these same habits.
Yeah.
And then, like, Sasha wants birds, but she is the best mouser of the house. And then...
So you think she'd have like mice and
yeah, she
Pet
would be
Summerland.
mice.
And pets are there too in Summerland.
That was a anecdote that I want to insert. This one of my turning points to have myself turning away from Christianity, because I was
You leaning that way.
I'm turning away.
I'm turning
from the
away.
thing. So, but I was actually going to a Lutheran private school, and my dog had passed away, and I had asked one of my teachers. I was in first or second grade, just to put that into perspective.
Yeah.
I had asked one of my teachers what happens to animals after they die, and if they went to heaven, because you know, we were all told that that's the good thing, and that's where people go.
Yeah.
And she was like, animals don't go to heaven because they don't have souls.
Ah.
I like so cringy.
Yeah.
And
But
especially
at that
7,
age.
8 maybe.
Yeah. I have stories too, but we don't want to turn this into that kind of episode. That's for after the show ends. So anyways, well, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Isleen, for talking about this topic. And thank you, Silenus, and my son Cole for being our studio audience that didn't participate. I'm just kidding. And if you want to be a guest on our show, you can email us at crossroadscoven@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook at, is it Children of the Crossroads or COTC? I don't know. Children of the Crossroads on Facebook. That's what it is. So, till next time, remember, always walk with the goddess, be kind to one another, and until next time, blessed be, clink and drink. Goodbye.
Bye.